What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for being here with me. Let's go. Final day before we get to witness and feel the ingress of Pluto into Aquarius for the first time in our lives. That's crazy. I have to start the horoscopes mentioning that because as an astrologer, it's like a big deal, 16 years. I know it's going to come back into Capricorn this time and the next year for the final time, but it's a big deal in our lives. It's time, we got to embrace that. It's once in a lifetime ingress, right? So, pretty cool. Let's take a look at the chart. We did just come off that new moon, coming off that solstice. I hope everybody's feeling good. There's definitely a lot of initiation in our life, a lot of starting power that has kicked off. And that moon's going to be here today with Chiron, with Jupiter. So the moon here in Aries is definitely trying to, emotionally represent itself and kind of act on intuition, act on impulse. It's definitely, just going. When things hit and you feel them, it's definitely like go time. There's feelings right now that can make us feel a little wounded. They can have us doubt ourselves. But it's almost like we have to remember that through some of the doubt or the trials of life, that we're getting abundance. And that's where today can feel really good. So it's kind of like things are taking action. You are taking action. It can be a little scary. We can feel like, am I ready? But the truth is you are, but it's about that belief in yourself. And I really do feel like with this Jupiter in Aries, we've been talking about a new story taking place in our life, beliefs about ourselves. This is a big moment of really seeing yeah, I do believe in myself. We've all had to deal with wounds. We've all had to pick ourselves up by the bootstraps, especially with Pluto in Capricorn. That's very pick yourself up by the bootstrap energy. And everything that we've done as we've been on this, railroad track of life, especially the last 16 years, has its purpose. We've dealt with great accomplishment. We've dealt with great setback. We've dealt with blocks. We've dealt with, having to make decisions, having to step up. And all of that got you to where you are now. And maybe, it does feel like life's on a switch. The sun is semi-square Uranus exact today. It can feel like the tracks switch a little bit, but I think it's like looking at the bright side, Jupiter, especially in Aries, believing in yourself. The more powerful you can feel within yourself and the energy that you have to move in life, to charge, the better you're going to feel, no matter where that track shifts to. It's all for purpose. It's all for meaning. And even Pluto hanging on to the final minute of Capricorn today, before it makes its first ingress into Aquarius, is you have been set up on these tracks for purpose. There's so much meaning. It had so much to do with karma. It had so much to do with what your soul came here to be a part of. And it's so important moving forward. These lessons, very Saturnian, and of course Saturn's finally not in a Saturn-ruled sign. We've learned so many lessons and have resolved so much karma. Empower yourself. The healing has been done. We do not need to wallow in the past. We really don't. And it's helping us, I think, consciously understand. And we can feel this today and really feel like we can create. Venus is separating from the North Node. It's going to come to 8 degrees by the end of the day. It's really ready to feel into life. It's really ready to taste the life that it wants to create. It's really ready to relate and to feel what that can be like, to relate from a higher character, a higher vibration, the higher belief. The more you believe in yourself right now, the better you feel about yourself, no matter what's going on, the more and better you're going to create life for yourself, however it may look for the individual. But it's definitely energetic. It's very wow. Today can feel like, wow, here I am. This is kind of what it all was meant to be. And here's the start. Here's the go. So it's a lot. And, I know Mercury's ripping. It's going 2 degrees a day. So Mercury is skipping here through Aries. And everything really is in front of the sun. If you think about the personal planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, it is just Saturn and Pluto really behind that sun. So there's so much that's being attracted to us right now. We're like giant magnets, and we're shining so much of a light and illuminating so much of what this is. And it's definitely the time to find that courage and strength to embrace what's coming at you, to deal with it, to handle it, to understand that there's truth to be seen still that's coming. There's truth to be understood. There's truth that's already happened. There's non-truth. Everything has a name tag on it. Everything's identified at this point. So definitely an intense day, but I think that we can really feel self-empowered. We can really feel like there's abundance to be had, that there's something special and there's something growing within us here to really see what's coming and create life for ourselves. And to not feel like a victim to life. That would be the downfall. If we're feeling like a victim to life right now, we are not helping ourselves out. This is like the moment that comes, it has purpose, feel that energy, but then be like, ha, that was my old limiting belief. That was my own self-doubt. I've done this to myself before, but I recognize these patterns in my life and I don't have to do this anymore. I see the bigger picture for what I'm here to do. And again, it's not so much about just knowing maybe the exact preciseness of what you're here to do, but to know that the more courageously you move forward, the faster you can instinctually feel what's, presenting itself and then make decisions quick. Because it's almost like we don't want to spend too much time just waiting in it. Like this energy is definitely pushing. It's trying to like just make things happen. And I feel like it's a speedy resolution to so many things because so much new is around the corner. Things we've never felt, never seen, never experienced before. But that shouldn't leave us with doubts. It should leave us feeling courageous because it's like our lives, this world is a blank canvas at this point. And I know it looks like there's just so much everything everywhere and that this canvas has been painted over a million times over again, but it really hasn't. It's such a blank slate. So positive beliefs, positive feelings, especially directed towards ourself and a bigger outlook to see creatively what can transpire, what can come to life, how much potency we have. It's the key right now because it is potent, right? The moon is at a -5, but +8 for the sun, +5 for Mercury, Venus at a +10, just owning it in dignity off the North Node, Mars at a +8, sharing reception with Mercury. And, Jupiter's at a +5 today. Or I'm sorry, a -5. So Jupiter, it is, and Chiron's in the mix. Like this, it's like hard to believe right now that like something powerful is around the corner. It's easy to not think that's true, and there's erratic energy all around us that can take us from that place. So, yeah. It's interesting, and Mars, of course, is in that quincunx to Pluto, making it even more faded, more sticky, more transformative too, because we're seeing like we've learned things, we've gone deep into systems in our life and societies, and we were all born into some society for some reason to learn some lesson. Whether it was parents, whether it was a religion that we've gone into, a private school, you name it, we've all had to go through some situation in our life that led us to our own truth and how to express ourselves and be powerful and be creative and how to be nimble also and be very swift. We're all much more swift than we give ourselves credit for. And it's helping us adapt too, because Pluto, right, it's sticky. It rules Scorpio, the south node's there. There is sticky energy, especially around all these different programs and systems and hierarchies in life. Governments, all these, institutionalized aspects of our reality. It's sticky navigating. But we didn't come here to not figure it out. We didn't come here to not find our truth, and we didn't come here to not act when we have found that truth. And I think that this is that act on your truth. Define your truth. It's not a time to be stuck. It's a time to transform and be mutable, but also at the same time fixed in the energy that is you, because so much of this is about you and your unique presence and how you can feel very big and larger than life, and hopefully a very positive, very, compassionate, loving manner, especially towards yourself, but towards the exterior and the outer, energies that do make up a big part of our experience here. So this is such a go experience kind of energy. Go experience. The tracks are switching. Don't be afraid of where the tracks are going. Experience where the tracks are going because you're ready for it. You have done everything you need to do in your life up until this point to be ready for this shift. So embrace the shift. That is my advice for you. What is this? What did I put there? Oh, that's Urania. The moon will sextile that. And Jupiter's also sextile that too. So that is an asteroid that deals with, primarily like astrology, actually. So it's interesting how, everybody watching this channel, and me included, how big of a, aspect Uranus. Actually, it was Uranus that really got me. Like, it just sucked me in the moment I heard it. I was like, oh my God, Uranus. It's kind of my astrology journey in a lot of ways. But it's so funny how that is, such a big guiding light that has empowered myself and so many people to really be authentic, to be themselves, to be true, to be in this high character, and to resolve situations and to move forward. So there is some of that that's playing out too. But there's not a lot of aspects going on from the moon here. It's just kind of making conjunctions to Chiron and Jupiter. That's an aspect, of course, but it's not, no hard squares. So I feel like this is just getting out of wounds and stop playing the victim. We can victimize ourselves all we want. It will not change anything. It's definitely the resolution and the empowerment that we find through harshness, through greatness, through everything. Everything has a purpose. Everything gets you moving forward one way or another. So I hope you feel that energy as you navigate this Wednesday. And yeah, I'm going to do a live tomorrow on Thursday. I'm going to talk about Pluto coming into Aquarius, and I'm going to do like a special for each sign. Pluto in the house that it's going to be in for that sign, that archetypal energy. So yeah, it'll be a fun live, and I'm looking forward to it. It'll be posted if you can't make it. I don't know what time I'm going to do it yet, but probably after my reading, so probably in the evening. Looking forward to it. Oh, yeah. Oh, also, I am dropping my new course, so I'm going to put it in the thumbnail for this video too, and in the description below, but my Karma Resolution Crash course is going live. It's going to start March 31st, so that's a week and a half away. It's a 2-day class. Going to be about 4, maybe 5 hours each day. I don't, we'll see, but probably for sure a 4-hour class at least. Probably longer, but it's going to be all about resolving karma in our lives. It's something I've just been able to see in charts, and I've seen how to use it myself and how to use it with clients. And I really want to teach people how to look at this and how to go into a different way of looking at south nodes, a different way of looking at north nodes and planetary nodes. I found out how to run a past life chart, which I've done, some past life work and regression work, and it resonates big time. And I've done it with some celebrities and some other people in my life, and it's pretty cool. So I want to, show that to people as well. And we're all here to resolve karma. It's karma. This is a karmic playground. So I'm hoping that this is a class that can really get us connected to a lot of different aspects in our life, that things all happen for a reason. There is no coincidence, and we're always resolving karma and the cause and effect of this life and lives that we might not even be aware of that hold purpose. So that's the course I'm going to be teaching. I hope to see you guys in there. I'm going to do it live, and I'll have it up on the website too for students after. So looking forward to it. Check it out. There will be a link in the description below, and I'll probably set up something to flash around for, that live tomorrow or something. We'll see. But really looking forward to it. Jupiter's on my ascendant right now. It's finally out of my 12th, so just crossed and conjuncted my ascendant, and it was exactly what I needed to finally get that class out, because as a lot of you know, I was talking about a class, 3 months ago. So it's finally here. It just, I was waiting for the right time, and the time is now. All right, what do we got in the cards? Judgment. Yeah, I mean, I think that we've all kind of reached our judgment day. Like, this is where the God is playing the horn for you, and if you can act and follow that calling and that horn, you're doing exactly what you're meant to be doing, even if it shows up in weird ways, odd ways. Things work in mysterious ways many times, but follow that instinctual feeling that's guiding you right now. It's going to resurrect your empowerment and your sole purpose. So don't, be afraid of doing something that you just feel needs to be done. It's like, trust that. That's the ticket. Two of Wands in reverse. Don't question it. Look out at the world. There's so many opportunities. We can definitely try to question things, but I feel like there's too much of a push. There's too much of an inner knowing. There's too much of a blank canvas to be created. We don't need to wait and suffer. I feel like we're just suffering right now when we're doubting ourselves. It's like, let's go. Let's see what we're all here for a reason. We all got purpose. Let's go. Let's do it. So don't doubt yourself. And Page of Pentacles upright. Definitely time to, feel youthful and on that quest to what this world's going to bring. I feel like the world is going to start being, it's going to start going through its changes even more. We're all going to go through changes even more. There's so much value in change. It's almost like expedited experience points and learning. And that's what we're here to do. And we're going to find so much value and abundance if we're just ready to tackle it. Like, there's no reason not to tackle it, especially when you just feel like it's time. It's time. You don't have to question yourself. Youthful approach will bring more value. It's almost like the stubborn, old energy. It's just going to keep you feeling, stuck, and it's not going to help you understand what you could be doing or what your purpose really could be. It's like you're just playing, mental, gymnastics with yourself, and it's just exhausting, and it doesn't have to be there, so yeah. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the horoscope and for the live. And check out that Karma Resolution Crash Course. It's in the description below, or you can visit my website, fixedairmoon.com. Love you all. Have a great day. Peace.